Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to sit down and share a look that I've been loving as a very transitional fall look from summer to fall. It's super easy and I wanted to share that makeup routine with you guys because I feel like it's going to be my go-to throughout the season. I did share in my last fall makeup tutorial that I really wanted to play into the season and share a lot of videos and a lot of looks that again play into those tones. The only good difference about this is it is all drugstore affordable makeup. So if you do want to shop those products, I'll have the products I mentioned linked down below in the description box. If you guys do happen to enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content from me because again, I'm playing into this fall season. It is my favorite. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, which are pretty much always the same, like literally it never changes. So I'm going to use the Got to Be Glued spiking gel to lay down my brows, and then the NYX brow pen, which mine again is very destroyed because of my dog. I'm gonna go ahead and do these off of camera. I feel like it's easier that way and I don't want to bore you with my brows, and then I'll be right back. Okay, my brows are on. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some skin prep. So I'm gonna use this Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I said in my last video that I've really been enjoying this stuff as skin prep and as skincare. I'm just gonna do one layer for skin prep. When I use it in my skincare, I actually do 2 layers, but this can be found on the drugstore side in Ulta. It's only about $16, which is literally, I think, one of the cheapest of all the Milky toners. I think it's even cheaper than the tier on Amazon, and also the like rice toners, I think they are. I'm also going to use some lip balm, and I love these e.l.f. ones. There's literally like nothing left in this. But this is the grape one. It actually isn't that bad because usually I don't like grape, but these are literally only $4 and so nice. They're so hydrating and also so tiny, so you can put them into your purse and they won't take up too much space. And I would typically do this before the toner, but I forgot, so I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me. You guys know I've been using this for skin prep. Literally make it so wet. We're just gonna get the skin hydrated. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on the eyes. This is literally so simple. I'm gonna use one of these Maybelline shadow blocks. These are actually so nice. I only have one. I want to pick up other colors because I really do like the formula of these shadows, which is shocking because I feel like Maybelline's track record with shadows hasn't always been that great. This is in the shade West 4th and Perry Street. It has these beautiful like maroon type of colors. So gorgeous. So pretty. So I am gonna go ahead and just start with the top shade, which is this kind of like dusty mauve, and I'm gonna take a pretty fluffy brush and just pack that in. There is a bit of kick up in the pan, so I would recommend using these shadows before you start your base because there can be some fallout that you can just clean up if you haven't started your base. But I'm gonna go ahead and just run that through my crease. I'm just buffing it in, and I'm also going to put it on the eyelid. Literally just fluff it all over the lid. This is kind of giving us that base. This look is actually super natural for a fall look, so it's super wearable for every day, casually, and for something nice. Like literally, I want to go to TJ Maxx and Home Goods after this and look at fall decor. So as you can see, it just adds a really nice wash of color. You could literally leave it like this, pop on a little liner and some lashes and call it a day. But I am of course gonna do more than that. I feel like I need a little shopping haul, maybe a little Ulta shopping haul, and I feel like I want to put quite a few things. Like I have some things saved that aren't really new, but new to me. Like the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Foundation, I really want to try that out one day. I can't remember if I tried it out before in high school or if I never got around to it, but I do want to try it out now and see if it's any good. Because I have been trying out like older foundations that aren't still, you know, at the top of everybody's priority list, such as the L'Oreal Lumi. Love it. I'm now gonna go in with this shade here, which is the darker maroon shade. So pretty. Start on the outer V, but also kind of just repeat the steps. But yeah, I really want to try out some products that don't really get the hype anymore, but used to be goodies, like oldies but goodies. Again, this is gonna look a little messy. I am just buffing this on in everywhere on the eye. If you aren't making yourself look like you have a black eye, you are doing it wrong. We're looking a little scary at this point, but again, we're just gonna clean it up. And then I'm gonna go in with the center shade and look at that sheen. I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, and I'm really gonna focus this kind of the mid to outer part of the eye, and then take what's left and just tap it on the inner part. This is the perfect little eyeshadow trio for fall. Now we're gonna go in with the Colourpop Single Shadow in Ritz. Look at this sheen and reflection. Super Shock shadows are one of my favorites. Again, I'm just gonna pick it up on my finger, and I'm going to tap this on. This is just gonna create like a very pretty single sparkle flex effect almost. I feel like it just adds a little something more to the look, and I love it. So pretty. I am just like packing this onto the eye. Right, and I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe. I'm gonna clean up underneath the eye. It's such an easy yet impactful fall makeup look with only 2 products. All right, let's move back into the base. I'm going to use my NYX Plump Right Back primer. This is very hydrating. It has kind of like that sticky effect that you'd usually feel in like your e.l.f. Jelly Pop. So it creates like that tacky base for your makeup to hold on to. But I feel like this might be one of the most hydrating of all of those that I've tried out. I feel like I do notice a difference when I use this as far as the longevity of my makeup goes. Speaking of e.l.f., we are going to use an e.l.f. foundation. This is the Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I have mine in the shade Light 205 Neutral. I really, really like this. I picked it up when it first came out and I have loved it since. It has a pretty thick texture to it, but it is so gorgeous on the skin and it wears on me very nicely. So I just spread some of it out with my finger. It also has a very nice coverage, which I love. I will just go ahead and stamp it in with a foundation brush. Like e.l.f. is literally just killing it right now at the drugstore. See, I don't know if you can tell, the finish of this foundation is so good. For cream bronzer, I'm actually going to use this Essence Baby Got Bronze. This is in the shade, am I crazy? I literally cannot find the shade. The formula of these is actually really nice. I'm going to go ahead and layer some on. A bit drier than some sticks that I use, but honestly, not really a bad thing. Also, these have like this insane like watermelon smell, I feel like. And honestly, I like it, but the fragrance is pretty heavy, so you might not like it. Okay, the shade is Cinnamon Spice. I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp that in. It has such a nice color and it blends actually pretty easily. Regardless if the stick feels kind of dry, the blend is pretty nice. I'm also using a drugstore brush to blend this out. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo. Such a nice brush. Honestly, e.l.f.'s duo fiber brushes all are pretty good. I even like some of e.l.f.'s like white handle brushes. Some of their eye brushes I love. And you cannot beat the price. Anything with like a white handle, the eye brushes are all like $2. I'm even gonna pick a little bit up and do underneath the lip and on the top of the lip. I've been using this Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Wand as well. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. Be careful with these. You have to lock them because they shoot out really fast, so any type of pressure is going to make quite a bit come out. So I like to pick it up with my finger and then dot quite a bit on. These are really liquidy, like honestly kind of watery, so they blend really easily. The pigment remains, but you definitely lose some as you blend. Just go in and blend it out with a brush. And look how nice. These are like $5. I'm kind of like blending it all over the nose. I know we're hating that, but I'm doing it. You know what I am disliking is this little like pimple that decided to pop up. Not welcome here. All right, let's go ahead and get these dark under eyes concealed with the Makeup Revolution IRL concealer. This is, I feel like, severely underrated. Now, to set the pressed powder down, I'm going to start with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is in the shade Fair, and I like to use a pressed powder first before I go in with my loose powder, kind of to set in any of those fine lines. And that way, none of my loose powder settles into those lines, because I definitely have them. This powder is so smoothing. See, I only picked this up just a few weeks ago, and I have non-stop been using it ever since. I hear that it is a dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, but we'll see about that because I do love my Charlotte Tilbury and I love this one. So I'm considering doing a side by side. Would you guys like a dupes video? Okay, you'll have to let me know in the comments. I feel like anytime I do my makeup, my left side, this side, never looks as good as my right side. You guys have a side that always looks better? Because I swear I do. Like my left side of my face, or just like my left side entirely. Now we're going in with Maybelline Fit Me, also in Fair, for my loose powder. This has been something I frequently have been reaching for. It's been so nice. It has like this really pretty, almost like yellow tone, but not too harsh. It almost just like faintly color corrects, I feel like. Makes me look so bright. I love that. In person, that like instantly blurred so much my face. I hope it's popping up that way on camera. For powder bronzer, I really love the L'Oreal Infallible. I used to reach for this quite a bit, and recently I've put it back down, honestly, for a few high-end options. But this one is always a good one if you're looking for drugstore. I always recommend this to people because do I think things like the Hourglass one are absolutely necessary? No. This one is definitely more like just kind of a satin skin-like, maybe even matte finish. Doesn't have any glow to it, so that's also why I recommend this one, because I feel like it's really safe for a lot of people. All right, now a step that you guys know I love to just cut the bronzer just to kind of make a nice line on the bottom. I am strongly disliking this little pimple. Not welcome here. Okay, these are like my favorite blushes at the drugstore. These NYX Buttermelt blushes. I have the shades here. I actually have 4 shades, but I think I'm going to use the shades. This is Butter Together, and then this one is, I think, Getting Butter. Let's see. Yes, Getting Butter. I like to play around with my blush combos quite often. Sometimes I'll use just one blush, but today I'm feeling like I want to use 2. So I am going to go ahead and start with Getting Butter, and I'm going to start that on the back of my cheek. These are like 1 tap pigment. So I just do 1 tap because I can always go in with more. Immediately you can see the pigment going down on the cheek. How stunning. 1 tap. I even tap off the excess on my hand. Again, focusing that more towards the back. Gonna kind of create a gradient effect of the blush. I'm even gonna kind of drape that up here on the temple. Stunning. All right, now we're gonna go in with Butter Together, and I'm gonna focus that more towards the apple of the cheek and also up towards the under eye. I will always be an intense blush girly. Wow, you see how it kind of gives like a highlight effect? These have a very pretty sheen to them, so if you don't like that, like the glow that comes in these powder products, you're not gonna like these probably because they do have a sheen. Some are stronger than others. This is actually a softer sheen. The Getting Butter shade, I'm pretty sure, has more of like a shimmer rather than a sheen. No, they both kind of have the same sheen. This is very pretty. Let me go ahead and just stamp in this powder a little bit. Later, and for highlighter, we're gonna use the Essence Pure Nude. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. This is so pretty. If you like a soft glow and not like a blinding highlight, this is gorgeous. It's interesting how it's like kind of soft, but at the same time, it like blinds a little bit. Like, it's very ethereal looking, I feel like. And I like to pull that onto the apple of the cheek. I think it just looks so good. All right, let's go back in with the NYX Bear With Me spray. And since that kind of re-wet the eye a little bit, I'm just gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go back in with the Colourpop and stamp that and let that wetness on the eye cling to the sparkles. Okay, finishing off the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna buff that on the lower lash line. I used to not be a very lower lash line person, and sometimes I still don't, but sometimes I feel like it just kind of completes the look. And then I'm going in with my Essence liner in Silky Nude for the waterline. And although you don't really see this part, this is Colourpop Joyride, I just put this on the tight line. Add a little more depth, but it is fun to use like the burgundy shade. You know what I might also try? Just put this a little bit on the top of the lash line. I just broke that. All right, Morphe Make It Big for mascara. I've been reaching for this a lot lately because of the volume. It also gives me some good length. Stunning. For lips, we're going in with Colourpop Beeper. And then I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Lip Oil and Jam Session to add such a pretty like hint of berry. And that is the completed look. It is so easy, and it's all drugstore makeup, so everything is very affordable. We love an affordable look, especially when it turns out this good. And this is just such a good staple look for the fall season. It has those tones, like those cranberry tones, just mauve-y, rosy. I love the lip combo. I think it's so good. Just that hint of like berry. It's just perfect because it's still natural and casual, but it gives us fall without being like burnt orange. Don't get me wrong, we can do like a burnt orange look. I'm so excited. The fall looks do not stop here. This is only just the beginning. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and if they're staples for you. That is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, again, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe to see more content from me and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post and upload. That way you can be one of my first viewers because I love to see you guys here once I upload. I am aiming to do uploads every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me know if those days are good days because I feel like it's a good balance. I'm trying to do 3 uploads a week. So far, we're on the right track, and I'm having so much fun filming these videos with you guys. Comment down below what you guys want to see from me, and I can absolutely do that. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.